Hello, I'm Christina Erne with this week's Back Bay South End Report. I begin tonight's report with an update on the fire that burned down an apartment building and killed 2 Boston firefighters in the Back Bay earlier this month. The welding company, identified as D&J Iron Works in Malden, is responsible for failing to get a permit through the City of Boston to work on a railing at 296 Beacon Street. A lawsuit was filed in Suffolk District Court April 14th, claiming that the Malden-based company and its owner Giuseppe Falcone, along with Oliver Realty, failed to take precautions before and during the job, including keeping a fire extinguisher on site or placing fire-resistant shields over any nearby flammable material. While the lawsuit states that D&J created an inherently dangerous situation on the job, Falcone's lawyer, Richard C. Barty, says his client is not acknowledging that he was involved in any way, shape, or form in the deaths of Lieutenant Ed Walsh and firefighter Michael Kennedy. Suffolk District Attorney Daniel F. Conley's spokesman, Jake Wark, says the investigation is active and still in the fact-gathering stages. Suffolk County investigators and police are still investigating whether or not anyone bears responsibility for the fire. The estimated property value of 298 Beacon Street is over $1.6 million. In other news, AT&T customers in the Back Bay area don't have to run the marathon to reap the benefits of phone service, that is. At this year's Boston Marathon, AT&T provided free Wi-Fi service to its customers in the Back Bay to improve service during a time with such a high volume of cell phone usage. Now, AT&T has decided to continue providing free Wi-Fi in the area year-round for its customers, following such success and outburst of appreciation from their customers. AT&T New England President Patricia Jacobs said, "We know runners and spectators have relied on our free Wi-Fi on Marathon Monday for years, and we're thrilled to now provide the service all year long for our customers. This is great news for the thousands of businesses, residents, college students, and visitors alike who all rely on our fast, reliable network in the Back Bay area." So AT&T customers can tap into free Wi-Fi hotspots in Kenmore and Fenway areas like the Beacon, Clarendon, Boylston, and Dartmouth streets, Commonwealth and St. James Avenues, and Copley Square. In other news, Boston Shines, the citywide cleanup initiative, is taking the streets of the city early this year in hopes to increase the volunteerism over the 3 weeks of service. The neighborhood cleanup will take the streets of the South End and Back Bay May 9th and 10th. Last Friday, Mass Department of Transportation crews already began cleaning up Cortez Street in the South End by planting flowers along the highway. For the past 11 years, over 5,000 volunteers have taken the streets to clean up the communities of Boston, but the city wants to remind people that keeping the city clean doesn't have to just be a yearly event. You can register for the 2014 Boston Shines cleanup at www.cityofbos.gov/ons/Boston Shines. In other news, a new eatery has replaced the 30-year-old Fritz Lounge in the South End. The Trophy Room, located at the corner of Berkeley and Chandler Streets, had a soft opening Friday night to debut its upscale American cuisine and its late-night opening until 2 a.m. every day. The restaurant is named for its prominently displayed collection of trophies collected from teams who have frequented the sports bar over the years. The restaurant will compete with many other eateries in the South End neighborhood, like J.J. Foley's, famous for their all-American menu, and even Mike's City Diner that attracts customers with its old-school vibe. Well, that's it with the news from the Back Bay and South End for today. Chris, back to you.
Thank you very much, Christina. That's our report for tonight. You can follow us on Twitter at @news_BNN or go to our website, nnonline.org.